What do you get when you put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
Welcome to the Peter and Out podcast.
Yes, we are back once again. It is time for you to get them headphones in and whip them Peters out. Because it is the Peter and Out podcast with your host, Pistol Pete Jr., Chub Didge, and the infamous Jeezy Weezy, a.k.a. Shitty Flip Flops. Sponsored by Tide.
Get them shitty flip-flops out of here. We're tired.
Drinking to a Slim Jim.
Oh, Ruben's not here. Can't do it.
Oh, God. Shitty flip-flop. That's my favorite one so far.
Shitty flip-flop?
Shitty flip-flop.
That's a good one.
So let's go, guys.
What's happening?
Actually, I was going to start off with the story, but all right.
How was your week?
Did you guys enjoy
There was a
the
pause, and that counts as petering out.
God damn it. Did you guys enjoy the debates? You want to go there? We can start there.
No. We're going cold turkey on the politics.
There we go. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Do not want to.
I just want to go there. I'm just kidding.
Oh, we can go there all day.
Did you guys see I think I sent it to you, like the differences between the PS4 and PS5 Spider-Man screenshots?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, remember the difference between PS3 Fight Night and PS2 Fight Night?
Yeah.
Remember that? And when it was just like the sweat animation, the sweat physics were just so much.
Yeah.
But this
I
is
was
kinda
confused though. Was the left PS5 and the right was PS4 or
The left.
opposite?
The left was PS5.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what it reminded me. Where it was just like it was kind of like the same, but just the reflection
Yeah, it was
feature was so much better.
Yeah.
And just like and find out how the sweat features was just so much better. But it was like the same game, just with realistic sweat.
Yeah,
like,
so you
it's
could-
gonna be
you
like
could just-
Spider-Man. It's gonna be the same game, just with sick ass reflections.
Yeah, they even changed the graphics so much that the Peter Parker looks completely different.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah, no, he does.
Yeah.
So they had changed his face.
They
I
clearly
guess they
recast
changed
him.
the actor. Huh?
Clearly recast him, yeah.
That's one of the things that I thought was funny in the Miles Morales trailer.
I wonder why.
He looks more like Tom Holland than he does
Tom Holland?
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, yeah. I
Tom
think,
Holland?
yeah, that's probably a, they did that on
Who's
purpose.
Andrew Garfield?
The second Spider-Man. The
No,
one
no,
in
the one-
between.
Yeah.
Tom Holland?
The one before
He
Tom
was,
Holland.
yeah, he was the one before him.
I don't remember. But is that why? Is that the reason why?
I think so.
Did they say that?
I feel like they changed the
But
Miles
I feel
Morales.
like that's the only
It's
reason
not
I can
like-
think of.
Homer was like, new game, new deal.
New face, who this?
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Just get a new game.
Just get new, yeah.
The
Do the
guy,
whole thing over.
the character model from Miles Morales, they changed him up. I feel like they changed. Well, they made him more
He's more
urban.
Puerto Rican?
They made him more
What's that
urban.
supposed to mean? He's more black?
Like he's more like.
He's got a wider nose?
In the first game, he's very nerdy and very
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, he's very.
Now he's like Mark Eccles getting up?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like like when they show him going like when he's going through
He's got that teenage angst or what?
I'm trying to remember what they showed.
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
trailer.
kind of like...
But even his
nerdy.
voice,
Yeah, he was like nerdy and like already like this kid's gonna join the military. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
by looking at him, like the way his posture is and like
like
the way
even
he clean cut his hair is and stuff. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, this kid's going into the military.
and in the new trailer, like even the way he talks more like there's more slang, more. He's not so he doesn't talk as proper.
You're saying in Miles Morales?
In the Miles Morales trailer,
Yeah.
he's,
That's
like,
cool.
They urbaned him up.
I like that.
They instead of
They
polishing
gave him a
him,
little spice.
they gave him some grit.
Give him a little spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out. Well, his dad died, so he's got to be hood.
Yeah.
hanging out with. I think it's his cousin in the trailer.
Or was it?
I think
His
so.
cousin in Rancho Cucamonga.
Or was it his uncle? And his uncle, because his uncle's the Prowler.
Well, I mean, they have to get into that at some point.
His uncle and cousin in Rancho Cucamonga on the lotto.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And that's the origin to the Prowler. Spent all his lotto money on a giant claw.
And barbecue. And Brothers Barbecue.
And the Mexican neighbors are actually drug dealing out of the. He's got to fight the three Jokers, not the DC ones. But I mean,
and Fisk is Debo.
Just breaks out of jail to come after him. Oh god.
So Friday, just old Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Still from Friday.
No, Friday-Man. Spider-Man came before Friday. It was created before Friday.
Oh yeah, way before.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Spider-Man came out like
Friday just stole from Spider-Man's arc.
I forgot I sent you guys the story and we never brought it up on one of the shows. So we talked about the Flashpoint movies. They're going to do the Flash movie with Ezra Miller.
Nobody cares about those movies.
And well, I care about it now because of this story. So
Because it confirms what we were talking about, or what?
they're bringing back Christian Bale as a Batman. They're also bringing back Val Kilmer as Batman,
No, they're not.
and they're making Nicolas Cage Superman.
No, they're not.
I don't even know what that.
So
Is it like Batman verse, or is it like
It's like
just-
It's like
just-
Spider-Verse,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
because-
Batman and Superman.
Batman verse?
yeah, because the whole thing is I think we've talked about it. We talked about it recently on the show too. But is the Flash goes back in time,
I mean-
saves his mom, and then it changes everything.
The problem with it is, you see how ridiculous it sounds. Like, you see how ridiculous it sounds.
Yeah.
But they're not going to make it ridiculous. They're going to make it super serious. This is serious. This is serious. We have Christian Bale, Batman.
He's coming back.
Do not take this lightly.
Wait for it. We have Val Kilmer.
You shall not take this lightly. It's like, no, you are coming with some ridiculous shit.
And then we're gonna go ahead and throw in Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Be ridiculous.
You know why Nicolas Cage is Superman, right?
What?
So
Because he used to be Superman.
he was almost Superman. There's a documentary. I believe it was Kevin Smith that wrote the screenplay for it as well. But it's called. There's a documentary called The Death of Superman, and it's out there. If you, as a matter of fact, I can pull up the images right now. But
We don't need to see the images.
there was
Explain it. It's good.
there was a draft of the movie, and Nicolas Cage actually got fitted in the Superman costume, and he was gonna be Superman. And like
I remember that.
And like there was the movie was called Superman Lives.
And they had Nick Cage in a muscle suit.
Was it Superman Lives or Superman Lives?
Looks like Loki.
It's long hair Nick Cage?
Not long hair Nick Cage.
What's up with that white vest? That white.
Why does
collar?
that costume look like a fucking
Why's that collar so white?
Halloween costume?
Why is that collar so wide, bro?
I don't know.
So is that sick?
It looks like a Supergirl Halloween
It's
costume.
got like a deep V on him. It's like Loki.
This was just one of the like the.
That's why they didn't make
Terrible.
it. Look how terrible it looks.
The only way I'll respect this movie is if he comes out in that costume.
I think he is.
With
That's
an
the
even
thing.
deeper V.
With the deeper V. And the thing was, like, so there's actual costume in motion, and it's just
That's ridiculous.
yeah. It's
like
just
a
a full-on muscle suit, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember this.
And so yeah, there's a documentary. It's
And
called.
they were gonna have long hair Nick Cage as Superman.
Yeah, see, Kevin Smith was the screenwriter for it, and it was.
They
called-
weren't gonna make. They weren't gonna make Nick Cage cut his hair.
No, he was gonna be long hair
That's
because
ridiculous.
he was gonna be right after the death of Superman, like the comic. Superman came back, and that wide S, it looked like a very stylized like S. That was the costume that he had in the comic.
But did he have long hair though?
Yeah, I believe he did. And then
hair from
I'm not buying it.
his hair grew just from being dead for so long.
Yeah.
What about his fingernails? Look at his fingernails in his
because he well, see, Superman takes his grooming very serious, and he trimmed them.
Clearly not that seriously.
Or what about his beard? No beard?
No beard, no. No,
Doesn't add up. Just doesn't add up.
So there was after Superman died, there was 4 different Supermen. Like I guess Superman's I forget what happened. Like his soul
It's like
split,
it's
and
like
each
the
person-
spirit of Superman was all split into 4 different people.
There was Kid Superman. This guy was like Mr. Universe, and there was the Shaq Superman. This is the one that Shaq did.
Mr. Steel?
Yeah, Man of Steel.
Man of Steel?
Yeah,
That was actually a Superman?
that movie Steel. It was a Superman movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was Shaq.
Yeah.
And he was John Henry. He played.
Yeah,
I
Hancock.
know that.
Hancock was the other Superman.
And then there was Cyber
But-
Superman.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that Shaq was actually a Superman.
Yeah. Oh no, Mr. Universe. I think his name was.
Is one of them evil?
I believe so.
The one in the back?
But then they all had to combine forces in order to kill Doomsday.
Yeah, they became regular Superman.
Well, no. In the comic, Superman dies. They both kill each other. Like he dies.
Yeah, but Doomsday comes back.
Yeah, he does.
Every time he dies, he comes back.
He comes back slightly
With
stronger.
like he becomes immune to the previous way he died.
Yeah. Well, that's why, because when he first comes out, I still remember that comic vividly too. Because when he first shows up, he's like in a green suit, and then as he's fighting Superman beats the shit out of him. Then that's when the bones start the come out of his knuckles and out of his elbows, and then he rips out of the suit, and that's when he becomes that thing, and he has just like the bones just keep getting longer and longer, and he's just forget how they rejoined, because they all the 5. I think they had to kill the cyborg Superman, and then they like rejoined Superman's soul somehow, and that's how he was reborn. But when he came back, he had that weird looking S and long hair.
So
But-
they try to make it like Superman was Jesus. Is that what they were trying to
Basically,
say?
yeah. He wore sandals. Yeah.
Yeah, he came out with sandals.
Superman wears sandals. But so Nick Cage was gonna play that Superman.
Shitty flip flops.
I haven't watched. I think I have watched the documentary. I just don't remember what. I know it got pretty deep into production. I just don't remember what exactly happened. Why they just canned it. They didn't actually get to filming, but they got the costume ready. They had I think they were booking I think they were scouting locations, and that's when they finally were like, never mind, we're not making it.
And was it called Superman Lives or was it called Superman Lives?
It's called Superman Lives. Superman Live, and then the
So-
S was actually it was just a Superman S, but everyone confused it, so it was Superman Lives. It was actually a Broadway musical.
Yeah. Live.
Superman Live.
It's like a Tonight Show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a trip. So, but they're bringing Nick Cage in, and he's gonna be. That's one of those. I don't know if they're bringing in Henry Cavill.
It's Cavill.
Yeah, they probably will.
But
I think they said he's coming back.
I know he's coming back for another movie.
Yeah.
So is Ben Affleck.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Yeah, Ben Affleck's coming
Yeah,
back.
see, so they're probably all gonna be in there, and then then they're gonna bring back Robert Pattinson as their new Batman.
Yeah. That's
I
probably how
guess
they
they're putting
just
other chips in on Batman. Like if Robert Pattinson Batman doesn't work, I don't know what they're gonna do.
seriously.
It's not gonna work because Batman's fucking already we're tired of Batman now.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
one of the
Batman's
biggest-
pretty much like vampires.
I'm one of the biggest Batman fans, and it's like, alright, I've already seen all the takes on Batman, or come up with something completely different.
Yeah.
Or I'm tired of watching fucking.
Thomas and Martha
Thomas,
Wayne get
yeah.
shot.
I only want to see a Batman in the new that last Joker movie universe. With
Yeah.
what's his name?
Yeah, I want to see
Joaquin
more of that
Phoenix.
Joker.
Oh,
I
okay, yeah.
would like to see more of that Joker.
I was like,
Yeah, he looks very confused.
Yeah, I would like to see more of that Joker or that universe, but that's about it.
Yeah, like I want to see a more like I'd like to see a twisted Batman, like on that take, but not. I don't really need to see another Batman for like another decade.
Yeah, fucking like the typical Batman, the normal Batman. Like Bale did it for me, like those fucking whatever 3 movies.
Yeah, I think like Dark Knight is just too good. Like you can't really live up to it. You gotta really bring thunder.
Or like I said, be something completely different.
Yeah.
What I would like, and I've seen
just
this
not
around
really
all the time. I think they should bring Michael Keaton back as Batman, and then Pattinson should be the guy Batman from Batman Forever or Batman Beyond. Thank you.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But like as like a
Pattinson's too old to be beyond.
True.
But they should be like shorter movies, like hour and a half, like microcosm movies, like a series of movies.
Yeah.
Say. Or I don't know about a show, but maybe movies.
I think what they should do too is like they attempted it in Batman versus Superman. Is they should just do the Dark Knight Returns. They should just Batman's old. He's retired. He's not like he comes back as Batman, yeah, but he's not the same as he was. And he has to bring up like he brings up.
It's too late. You already fucked it up.
I know. But, yeah. Like I gotta, you guys gotta see that
You
fight.
gotta wait a decade. You gotta wait a decade to reset, and then you can try again.
Yeah.
Get people to forget about it.
I mean, right? You know what? Right now would be the perfect time for them. It's just like, you know what? We're not gonna make any more DC comic book movies
Until 2030.
because of Rona.
Yeah.
We're not gonna fucking like it's not worth it. No one's gonna come watch it any goddamn way.
Yeah.
And then
And just let Marvel cash in.
yeah,
Until Marvel starts to fuck up. Eventually they're gonna run out of ideas.
they're gonna run out of shit. I mean,
Eventually they're gonna start dwindling. They're gonna start petering out.
eventually, yeah. I mean, there's no way they can. I mean, especially after fucking Endgame. I mean,
Endgame, yeah.
like Black Widow looks cool, and I'm gonna go watch it. But it's not like
I am more excited about the TV shows
They busted
than
their
anything
nut.
right now.
yeah.
They busted that nut. It's all downhill from here now, guys.
Oh,
They're
speaking of
trying
TV
to
shows.
find a new hill to fucking climb.
Speaking of TV shows,
It's like I guess they're probably in the same boat as DC was after Dark Knight. Seriously.
Probably.
yeah. I have a Disney.
But they have a lot more. They have a lot more like
Material.
a lot more characters that they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more unique stuff.
Less
like
ti- yeah,
that.
less tired fucking characters. Because DC, what do they
A lot of the characters are the same for DC.
Yeah. And see, the thing that DC does too is like every.
Flash. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody likes the Flash. Like,
And that's the thing is even in the comic books, the characters joke about like, oh yeah, well I'm not Batman, but I'm here. Like you know.
or you know what would be a good DC one would be Static Shock.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
I heard something about
I
it.
did hear
There's been some rumors about a live action.
Didn't they do it? No, that was Black Lightning. They did Black Lightning. I heard that show was good, but it didn't do well.
Yeah.
It was ethnic.
Because of this ethnic.
Like the whole universe of Static Shock was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was almost like their version of X-Men.
Yeah.
Teen Titans also.
Yeah. Teen Titans as well. I
But
think
they've fucked up the show.
they fucked up Teen Titans so bad with the live action.
Yeah, they made a Teen Titans movie.
That was
TV show.
TV show. And like, remember the trailer? It was like Robin
they made
shows up.
Starfire.
They had
Black
Cyborg,
Girl.
right? Didn't they have Cyborg in a movie?
Cyborg's in the Justice League.
Cyborg's in Justice League.
And then
Yeah, he didn't look good.
we didn't bring up. Have we brought up how
That
much?
movie's just like good.
Yeah.
The-
But the CGI was terrible.
Oh,
It looked
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
the
guy
whole-
that played
The whole
Cyborg
movie,
is
half the movie's fucking CGI.
yeah.
Is that the same one with fucking Ben Affleck riding in the Jeep, the clean ass Jeep while all the buildings are falling around?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was Batman vs Superman.
No, but no, it's the beginning of Justice League as well.
Was it?
Because in Batman vs Superman, it's Superman. No,
Yeah, I think it is Batman versus Superman.
no, it's Justice League.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Batman vs Superman.
Is what's his name?
shit.
Lex Luthor and both of them?
Because the whole thing is that
Is this skinny? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
is that in Batman vs Superman, Batman's mad about Superman and Zod.
You're right. Yeah, that whole battle destroying the city.
Yeah,
and
that's what he was driving through.
Because if you're watching Man of Steel, then you watch Batman vs Superman. That Batman driving through the city is another angle of that fight of him and Superman and Zod destroying, like they're fighting and the city's being destroyed, and then Batman's on the streets like, the fuck, basically.
Try not to get his whip dirty. I just watched this motherfucker.
I got millions. This fucking $40 wash is.
This turtle wax coat is strong, but I don't get hold up against the falling building.
Against the 9/11 level building.
He gets out, like, he gets clear of the shit, and he gets out, and he has a microfiber.
He just wipes it all down real quick.
He just whips it off.
Yeah,
and it
it's
goes
just
off.
clean.
I mean,
rat tails it.
It is Batman, so I mean, he would have.
I mean,
he's always
that
prepared.
would be more entertaining, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it less serious.
Exactly, but like it would be more entertaining and it would be less serious because it's already less. It's already.
See, that's
it's
why I
already,
like. That's why I
it's
like
already
Shazam.
ridiculous.
Shazam was
You're already
that
coming
they
at me.
went-
Shazam was good.
Because Shazam embraced the funny.
Yeah,
He
but,
embraced the ridiculous. I mean, they had a serious moment.
but that guy, that actor, he's not a comedic actor. That guy.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
He's
funny.
not a great one.
Have you guys seen Chuck?
Well, he's not.
Yeah,
funny.
He's
but
fucking
not
amazing in Chuck.
Well, he's not funny.
Yes, he's hilarious.
Like it seems very forced funny.
Don't be hating on Zach Riley.
He's very light.
Zachary.
Yeah, that is him. That's very much him.
Yeah.
Like he's funny for a
He
kid.
just shimmies his shoulders and laughs.
Very fake laugh too.
So,
Fake laugh, fake smile over the top. Like you're trying to make a baby laugh.
Yeah,
That's how he is.
He's sitcom funny. He's not.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
He's like Ross.
Samuel L. Jackson is gonna have his own Disney Plus
Sammy
series.
Jack.
So Nick Fury's
Is it
gonna
called
have.
Sammy
Is
Jack?
it gonna called Fury? It better be called Fury.
I don't know. Yeah, it is just called Fury, I believe.
It's called Fury with an F.
What?
That's the whole name. That's the whole title.
It's called Mother Fury.
What the fuck? That's what it should be called. It should be called like
Does
mother.
it like
should be motherfucker, but like the last letters are.
It's
like
with Samuel
asterisk.
Jackson.
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson.
It's
Samuel
gonna be
L.
him when
Jackson.
he's young, fucking with Captain Marvel.
No,
I know.
he's gonna be missing his eye.
It's gonna be too much money. The CGI him in a TV show.
TV series,
For a
yeah.
whole season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's fucking awesome. And then Netflix. No, you guys. Did we talk about it on the show when we talked about Sandman? No.
Sandman?
Yeah, the comic book Sandman by Neil Gaiman.
No. Like the Spider-Man villain Sandman?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, you know Neil Gaiman, correct?
No.
Do you know who Neil Gaiman is?
Neil Gaiman.
Yes.
Willie Beeman.
So Neil Gaiman's the author. He wrote, you know, the movie Coraline.
Yeah.
He wrote the book Coraline.
Okay.
There's a movie called Stardust. He wrote the book Stardust.
Okay.
The American God series. He wrote the book American
All
God.
right, get to the.
Anyways, he has a comic book series called The Sandman that is about the actual Sandman, the ruler of dreams.
Why are you telling us this?
Because Netflix is making it into a series.
Okay.
And originally, it was going to be done by Seth Rogen.
So it's based off the folk,
Seth
the,
Rogen?
like the folk tale
No, it's not.
of the Sandman. You said something about dreams. That's what the Sandman does.
Yes, but it's not the folktale version of it. It's more of a. It's a really. The comic books are so fucked up. It's very dark and very.
It's based
brutal.
on the comic. It's based on his comic book.
It's based on the Neil Gaiman comic books.
Okay.
And so.
And it's a comic book based on the Sandman.
Yes.
His take on the Sandman.
Yeah. So basically, the story of the Sandman.
Okay, we don't need to hear the whole synopsis.
Okay.
Who else is who's going to be?
They've just announced that
Why is it big news?
because they just announced the guy that's
Why
going
is
to play
Why is it big news?
Sandman.
Is it The
Keanu
Rock?
Reeves.
Is it The Rock?
No, The Sandman's a very he's a tall, lanky kind of guy.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves would make a good Sandman.
Jim Carrey.
No, oh god, where did the guy go? Where did the fucking name go? He's on another TV series.
Apparently, they're
the guy who plays Sheldon Cooper.
They're also bringing Jamie Foxx back to the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Oh really?
He's gonna be in.
Is he gonna be Electro?
Or is he gonna be the same one?
He should be.
He's gonna play Miles Morales' dad.
He should be.
No, he's gonna come back as Electro.
I don't like that.
Oh, this isn't the TV.
He wasn't a good Electro in the first one. So.
They're gonna revamp him. I didn't even see that one. Is that the one with the guy with the other
Andrew
Garfield?
That's the one with Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfunkel.
Yes. God damn it! They're not telling me who it is. I just saw the fucking story and I lost it now. But yeah, the guy that the dream has been cast, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks because that Andrew Garfield one kind of like went through the probably one of the most tragic like arcs for Spider-Man, where like
Yeah, because they went through the whole Gwen Stacy.
yeah
thing
the whole
when-
Gwen Stacy thing where he tries to save her
Yeah,
falling and he like web shoots down to her and he breaks her neck while trying to save her.
yeah. Well, see, in the comic, initially,
Bitch got such a weak neck. Let me get your neck gains on point.
I think if I remember correctly, in the original comic, she was already dead
would
when
have
he
been
said.
able to take that.
Hey, if he could land that fucking shooting star press on top of his fucking head, God, that is still one of the hardest things to watch. He just lands right on his fucking head.
It's like it looked like if somebody tried to hurt themselves as much as possible on purpose. Like,
Yeah. No, it's
that
like-
would be your move. Like, how would I hurt myself? Let me land on my head.
Well, you ever seen those videos
For
of
which
drunk
one? For
Brock
what?
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar?
Landed on his
Doing,
head.
he goes to do a
It's like
backflip, but he's like
you're
so.
supposed to land on the, so you jump and flip like this.
Yeah, instead of doing a
like,
backflip
back-
this way, he's
backward.
jumping forward and
and
doing a
flip
backflip
back.
and going.
Uh-huh.
And
And
he's
you're
going
supposed
that
to
way,
land
but
on him crossbody.
Yeah.
He landed like doing that and just
he
landed.
just
right
landed on top
his
of his
head.
like yeah, like a
like
hand
Scorpion. He's Scorpion off the top rope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll show you.
And the
afterwards.
ropes are high, like it's the top of that thing.
Yeah, it's brutal.
You know, it's like jumping off of this pretty
Yeah.
much on the sunbed. A little less higher.
Yeah, not quite, but yeah, it's a
It's
nasty.
like jumping off of your shoulder.
You ever seen like when you watch the videos of a drunk?
onto my head.
Yeah.
There's so many videos of like some drunk dude. Hey, I'm gonna do a backflip, and he just fucking scorpions.
Yeah.
It's basically that, but in a wrestling ring, and it just looks nasty as fuck. Brock Lesnar's just so massive.
Was he like? Did the show go on though?
Yeah, no, he finished the match, and him and I think it was Kurt Angle, right? I think it was Kurt Angle, because I remember hearing a story afterwards that they were both just like, they had no lights were on, but no one was home, and Brock was like, he was fighting people in the back because they were trying to take him to the hospital. He was like, I'm fine, fucking fine, but he's just out of it, and he's literally just fighting people in the back because they're trying to take him to the hospital. And and he says that he like Kurt Angle's done interviews and Brock has they both talked about it. And it's like I don't remember, and I remember my music starting, and that's it. You don't remember anything else from the rest of the thing.
Uh-huh.
They were both concussed by the end of in that match.
That's great. That's funny.
Yeah.
Undertaker has
and still going after being concussed. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably.
Undertaker. He one of his last like more recent matches within the last couple of years. That he lost a whole day. He got knocked out halfway through, like in the beginning of the match. He says, I don't remember waking up in the morning. I don't remember. I remember the next day being in the hospital,
Yeah.
and the nurses were asking him, do you know your name? And he turns to us like, what's my name? He couldn't remember his own name,
Uh-huh.
and like she was like, you need to get
You
your
need
shit.
time.
Get your shit together.
You gotta watch it. It's a documentary called Undertaker: The Last Ride.
Uh-huh.
It's all about his last couple of matches. It's
He's
really
still wrestling, isn't he?
no, he's done.
Oh, he's done.
He's done. Yeah.
I thought he comes back once a year. For
No,
SummerSlam.
he did well, like, and that's what that whole thing is about. Because like his last match, remember when he left the fucking coat and the hat in the ring and he walked out?
He's done that a billion times.
Well, no,
hasn't he?
he's only done that. He's only done that the one time.
Are you
And
sure?
that was supposed to be it. That was
I
his
thought he
last time.
did that several times where he left the shit in there.
No, he's only done that the one time. I think he leaves the coat, the gloves, and the hat. And he puts it all in the middle of the ring, and he just walks away. And then
I
like, he
could've
just
sworn
leaves and he
I've
does
seen
his
him
own.
do that several times.
No, he's only done it the one time. You've probably seen a lot of replays of it.
No,
And then like he came back.
I could have sworn he did that when he became the fucking American fucking outlaw or whatever it is.
No, remember he was, no. Anytime he's changed his gimmick is because he was buried or he got killed off and came back. This was the first time he ever left his gear in the ring, and he left, and then he was like, "That was it." And he says, "He goes, I was done. That was it. I wasn't coming back." And then a couple months later, Vince called me and said, "Hey, we need you." And he's like, "I'm not gonna say no to Vince." So there I am back. And then he had that match, and that was gonna be his last match. He goes, but he wasn't happy with it. He wasn't in shape. He just took it as a last minute match, and he just wasn't happy with it. So he's like, "I need one more." And he just showed them like, "I still have it." And he came back and he had a great match. He was like, "That was fucking great. I can do more matches."
Yeah.
And then he had another match, and like that one wasn't good. He goes, "No, I need to come back, and my last match has to be a good fucking match." So like it's like every other match.
Every good match, he's like, "Let's keep going."
I still got this.
Every bad match is like, "I just need to prove myself."
I need one more match to prove myself. That's basically what the whole thing was. Here, let's take a quick break. We're at 30 minutes, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, really quick, just want to take a quick break to talk about Anchor. This is the app we're using to create this podcast right now. If you've ever thought about starting your own podcast, Anchor FM is awesome. When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had millions of questions. We had no idea how to do it. How to record an episode? It was a struggle. How do you find background music? We still don't have background music, but Anchor FM lets us do that. We just don't use it. How do I get my show posted? How do I get it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, all the other places people listen? Where do I find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcasts. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. My favorite thing is that everything is done in the app. You record, you edit, you post, everything's just right there. You know, when I'm not around, G-Roll's able to do it. And you know, how easy is it?
It's easy.
There you go. So anchor.fm/start. Get your own podcast. If you're not doing it, you're wrong. And we're back.
We're back.
Take a sip of water for the American working man.
Didn't it have a PlayStation 5 unboxing video yet?
No.
Yeah. Only
They come out 2 days
Scott
apart.
had one.
2 days apart. Yeah. Xbox on the 10th, PlayStation's on the 12th.
One on Tuesday and one on Thursday?
Yes. Yeah, the 12th is on Thursday.
We watched a video about the source code leaks, and yeah, the PS5 boosting is the biggest one that's come out that people are like super hyped about.
Yeah.
And then Sony has come out and confirmed that they're only doing backwards compatibility for most PS4 games right now. They're working on complete backwards compatibility with the PS4. When asked about other consoles, they're saying it's not on the table at the moment, but it doesn't mean it won't be possible in the future.
Yeah.
So they're not saying it won't be backwards compatible.
Didn't they say that about the PS4?
Not that I remember.
I could have sworn they said something.
It's possible. But then the PS4...
They're probably planning to do a boost mode for everything.
Yeah.
So, like, if you get a, like, probably with the Xbox, if you play your Xbox One game, if you play the first Xbox games, it's only going to be only going to be locked at whatever FPS that game probably originally
It's not going to be
came out.
boosted at all. Yeah.
It's going to,
And if you remember, PS3 boosted some of the games. Remember, because if you played the first PS3, if you played your PS1 games on it, they didn't. It wasn't really boosting it, but they had what they called smoothing. So it would just like so everything was pixelated and blocky. It kind of blurred it, so it didn't look so pixelated. It was more rounded.
Yeah, it was kind of pick your poison.
Yeah.
It was
anti-aliasing.
Yeah. There we go. So, but I think they're going for a true upscale instead of just slightly tweaking it to make it look better.
Yeah, that's one thing you don't think of is like you can't even play those games on the TVs we have now because they weren't even made for these kind of TVs. They're made for those shitty fucking TVs.
Well, that's why if you look at the Nintendo Classic, the PlayStation Classic,
they're weird.
They all have they have filters.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can recreate what the tube TV looked like, because you had to take into account that distortion that the TV itself provided.
Yeah.
So because these newer TVs can not only higher frame rates but higher resolution that these previous consoles couldn't even like at the time those consoles were created, it was like we can't even fathom making a TV that would be this clear.
Yeah.
Clearer than your vision. Clearer
basically.
than like.
Yeah. It's like you're looking out a window, basically. And now playing those games on these TVs, it's like there's a weird.
It's like looking through a window with better lighting.
Yeah. Basically. So it's a trip. But that's why they have a lot of that. Like literally, they'll put the
color filter if you want to have it more vivid or not.
They'll put the lines, it's just like those. And there's all these different filters that'll make it look more authentic to when it first came out.
Then what's the point of that?
Yeah.
Then that's really how those things are treated, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they have a niche market, but
yeah. I mean, like we talked about last week, like nostalgia sells.
They're like $20 for this whole thing that has 100+ games on it.
Yeah. But like we said, nostalgia sells. But
a lot of their TVs, they still plug in with that AV or the AV cables.
Yeah. Most TVs still have them. I mean, have those inputs.
No, I don't know if mine does. Do yours have AV?
You know what? I've never actually looked.
I don't think they do.
They might not.
Yeah, I don't know. My monitors definitely don't.
Yeah, no, the monitors don't. Most of those ones are usually it's got HDMI or it's got some kind of component cable. Or not a component. Sorry.
Display DPI.
Yeah, thank you. Hell, even like my monitor at work right now, it's not even it's a Type C USB.
Type C.
Yeah, it plugs directly into my laptop. That's it.
You could do video directly through the USB.
Isn't that what it's going to be? It's going to be Type C for the controllers now.
The controllers, yeah. Which it's funny because the PS3 controllers are dead right now. I cannot find any fucking cables to charge those goddamn controllers.
Yeah, regular USBs.
I can't. No, it was a mini USB.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah, because right now there's a mini USBs or the PS3s.
Now they're micros.
Micro USBs or PS4s.
They have those shits for like Bluetooth speakers.
No, that's the micro.
That's micro.
Everyone else is.
Oh yeah, well the one I have is DC.
So like I gotta find it. Like I know I have the cable somewhere. I just gotta find it. But it's like I don't use it other than to charge those cables and.
I have one. I'll sell it to you for a prime cheap price of $50.
Seriously.
$50.
But yeah, it's just so it's crazy. It's like that's why I made it. That's why I bought the charging not harness, the charging doohickey. Because if I had a charge, even right now, I'm trying to find a micro USB. I have one in the whole house, and only because my work phone now is the older, it has a micro USB, and they just gave it to me.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I still have that cable. And so the USB-C right now, that's what everyone's going to. But who knows whatever the next USB type's gonna be, and then
USB-B.
USB-B, and then A, and then USB Ultra.
USB-B.
But yeah, shit. Spider-Man, the remastered PS5 version, will not let you carry over your game saves for PS4.
Flash.
Yeah, start completely over. Which it gives me an excuse for.
But they have a new Game Plus on there too.
I think they do have New Game Plus. Yeah, they do. I haven't played it yet, just because I haven't finished
So
the
you
DLC.
won't even be able to play a new Game Plus.
Nope. The cool thing
the
is,
character's completely new.
I might as well just get it.
Yeah, it comes if you get Miles Morales.
if you get Miles Morales, the Ultimate Edition, it comes.
Yeah, which is like what? So it's like full price.
I think it's $70 bucks. Yeah.
versus 50 for
Yeah.
just that.
But you're getting the Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man game, and all the DLC with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah, which I haven't played the DLCs.
The DLCs are good. I haven't finished. I finished the first one and part of the second one. I haven't gotten to the third one.
I don't know.
They're good though. They're a lot of fun, and they just continue on the story, which is.
I don't know if I have that time commitment to go through it again and then play the DLCs
Yeah.
and play that. Like honestly, the game I'm looking forward to the most when I get my PS5 is Demon's Souls,
Demon's Souls.
and then
Demon's Souls.
Those games are
Demon's Souls, and then just playing Destiny 2 until like Cyberpunk comes out.
Yeah. I can't fucking wait. I'm just.
Which is what, 2 weeks after?
Yeah.
2 weeks after it comes out.
I can't believe they couldn't even make it to the.
No, I think it comes out a week because it's the 19th, right?
I can't really.
I thought it was the 20 something.
No, they just the last trailer we watched just said the 19th, November 19th.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't believe they
okay.
couldn't even make it to the release
Launch,
date.
launch day.
Yeah. The next year.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Even with the
controversy.
delay.
There's a lot of controversy around CD Projekt Red right now because they're going into crunch.
Yeah, they're doing
crunch time.
6-day work weeks. They're in the gaming
They're
industry they
fucking
call it.
slave working people.
Yeah, well, when
They
they
call it
the whole thing was that they promised like years ago that they weren't going.
They would never. Yeah, that's one of their big things that they pride themselves on. Is we don't go into that crunch.
Yeah, they were kind
How long have
of.
they been doing it?
Yeah, but they were doing like jabs, like soft jabs towards other companies that were getting. in
How
trouble
long
for
have they
it.
been doing it?
They just got outed like this past week.
But how long
So
have they been?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I get.
and like it that this crunch time in the gaming industry they call it the death march because it's just basically and it's not that you're there 6 days a week. It's you're there basically 24 hours, 6 days a week.
Oh really?
Yeah, like to the point where it's like they're
Yeah,
like
you don't get sleep.
yeah. That's why if you notice, like okay, if you've seen Grandma's Boy, that's a good.
I think they're all paid on salary too. They're not paid hourly.
They're
so
not
it's
paid
like
hourly.
you're
They're
not
not paid
getting
on most,
overtime or
yeah,
anything.
for the most part. And so, with that kind of industry, like if you ever go through a tour of a gaming studio, like where a developer studio, usually like they have like, oh, this is like here's an area where you can relax and like we got beds here if you need to take a nap in the middle of the day or whatever it may be.
Because they want you to sleep there.
What those really are is for when you're doing those death marches and you're here 24. Go catch a quick 2-hour nap and get the fuck back on your computer.
Yeah.
Like basically, it's you're just. But that's why they give you those amenities. Amenities. Thank you. I just.
Anemones.
Anemones. That's an enemy. So, but that's what even.
How is that even legal?
It just.
Technically, it's not, isn't it? It's like you can't like prove it.
The thing about it is when you sign your like okay, especially like in states like California, almost every job you work in California is what they call an at-will employment, meaning like you're here because you want to be here, and if you don't want to work, then you don't have to work.
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, basically that's it.
You're fired. You're fired. Step into my office because you're fired.
Step into my house because you're fired.
I mean, obviously they're not in the United States, but I mean, it's kind of one of those things where
It's it's like you could be like you could bring light to it and be like, oh, this is illegal, and I don't want to do that. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. You're fired.
You're fired.
yeah. Just go ahead
We're
and
gonna have to let you go.
They'll still take the lawsuit. They'll pay you.
yeah.
They'll pay you the money, but you still have to go through all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna cost you more money as an individual to
To go
get a
through
lawyer.
it.
and all that.
You'll probably still make money off of it.
I don't know if you would be able to settle for more money than you actually costed.
It depends.
The lawyer costed you for something like that.
I don't know, because I don't know how much money you get from those fucking things.
It all depends, and then like depending.
I think it's a pretty easy lawsuit though, so you don't need a good lawyer. You just need.
Well, I think you can get a lawsuit
you need to
for
call
like
those,
loss of wages and stuff.
You just call those. You literally probably just call one of those 1-800 numbers.
1-800 the law too.
Have you been
those-
unfairly terminated from your workplace?
Yeah.
And
And then on top of that,
they
like
charge
you-
like a flat like fucking 300 off the front end, and then that's it. Like And then
Yeah.
it's pretty open and shut. They're like, oh, it's either you work this or you don't work here. You don't work these crazy hours or you don't work here.
On top of that, if
So
you do,
it's like a pretty much open and shut.
if you don't do it, you'll probably get blacklisted too. So like
Yeah.
You can't work with other...
yeah, you probably your career as a game developer or anything is probably pretty much.
Well, they don't. They're not supposed to be able to look into shit like that, right?
When pretty much, if
But
someone
everybody,
calls,
but like people in the industry know, like, no shit. But
everybody
it depends how high level you are. Like, there's
The
so many
gaming-
programmers anyway. Like,
The gaming industry is very incestuous, where it's like everybody works for everybody. So it's like it's one of those things where just people know.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, like the head of one company can also be within another company.
yeah, and then that,
Maybe not the head, but he's like also a
Yeah.
fucking developer.
and then like
or
these
whatever,
guys
producer.
stopped. They used to work at this studio, then they left to go start their own studio.
yeah.
And now they're running this studio, and then they bring a team over, and then that team goes somewhere else, and it's just very very mixed. So news travels.
I didn't bring this one up last week. So Adidas,
Adidas,
Adidas.
Adidas. Those are fucking ugly.
they're
Yeah,
ugly
they
as
are.
I
shit.
thought we talked about that.
We talked about
No,
it
we
off the air.
I didn't. I wasn't here when we talked about them.
Adidas.
I think it was before you got here. So they
It's like one
announced
of
these
those shoes that they try to
Twitter?
make them like when they try to make them ugly, but they look nice somehow.
Yeah,
But they didn't pull it off.
yeah. But so they announced these via Twitter, and then last week they were like, "Never mind, we're not making them." I don't.
Nobody liked them.
Yeah, basically, I don't. They haven't said why they're not. They're just saying that they've been canceled. They're not coming out. We're not making, and that's it.
I feel like a lot of times Adidas doesn't have good shoes. Like most of their good shoes are like
Like
the plain like
Yeah,
black
the
and
shell
white,
toes and the
and that's
Those,
it.
have you seen those Boba Fett's?
No.
Those are pretty sick.
I think I have seen those. Oh, PlayStation Plus, Disney Plus is adding a feature called Group Watch to all U.S. subscribers. So, they're watching the camera? Anyway, so what it is basically like, because everyone's so separated and you want to watch a movie with your friends and your family, you can all log in together at the same time and it'll sync up. So you're all watching the exact moment that everyone else is watching within your group of
What if
friends.
you have to take a piss?
Well, then you pause it and
Everybody
it pauses
pauses?
everybody, yeah. So
That's
it's-
annoying.
Wait, say that again. What happened?
So, like, okay, us three are all at home and we're all watching The Mandalorian.
Oh,
And
okay.
you
I
got to
see.
piss, you pause it, and it pauses for us as well. So
Okay.
that way we're not going ahead of you.
What if I got to
Oh,
take a shit?
okay.
Well, then we got to wait
While I shit.
while you shit. And unless you just
Yeah.
let it run. I don't want to miss. Then speaking of The Mandalorian,
Is Pedro Pascal back on board?
Paulie Pasquale is reportedly not quitting The Mandalorian and will return for future seasons.
What the fuck is going on? He's just trying to get more money.
I don't know if it's just people are leaking these rumors. If he's going back and forth, they haven't decided what the hell he's doing. And I don't know. It's just he quit. He didn't quit. He's just not coming back. Now he's like, no, I'm back. I never quit. I'm here. So I
It was
don't.
the other guy in the mask. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. But yeah, so it's just all these fucking just rumors.
Rumors?
Tom Sturridge.
We're gonna hear
That's
another
who's
one
gonna
fucking
play
next year
Sandman.
that it is official. Pedro Pascal is not in any Mandalorians.
He's been officially fired.
He was only in the last episode, and that was it. And he
As a
hasn't
matter
been
of
in the entire
fact,
time.
He's been fired the whole time. He hasn't been an actor the whole time. It's been Chris Pratt this whole time.
Not only is he fired, but he's been Me Too.
Hashtag me too. There was. I think it was one of the Warped Tours. where one of the warp tours where like
Warp tours?
yeah,
Warp tours?
warp tours. The Vans warp
Is
tour.
that still going?
Warp tours?
Well, I
I
mean,
thought they canceled it. I thought they stopped them like a couple years
COVID?
ago.
a couple years ago they
No,
stopped.
they
yeah.
like they
They
just
just-
stopped
COVID?
doing them.
Yeah. But this was one of
BC
it was one of the
before COVID?
BC before COVID. Yeah.
yeah, one of the mid 2000s ones where one of the members of Slipknot just walked out on the stage, grabbed a guitar, and just started playing it terribly, just strumming and not doing anything, just acting all fucking nuts.
Right.
And then like slams the guitar, and then just stands there, looks at the crowd, and then whips off the mask. And it was actually Shaggy Tudo from ICP. He was just like, it was me, and then he just walks off stage.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he said that about what you said about Chris Pratt, that's why at just the end of the Mandalorian, he just whips off the mask. It was me.
Uh-huh.
Just
That was
that
awful.
visual.
That was an awful story. Or I don't know what that
Anything that has to do with the ICP.
That was
He's
an
out.
awful interlude.
Cameron Monaghan.
Moynihan? That's not Bobby Moynihan?
Not Bobby.
Is
It's
that-
not Bobby Moynihan. No. It's the guy that played Cal
Apparently
Kestis.
Bobby Moynihan. French toast don't get along.
Let's get along. The guy
What
that
was
played
it?
Cal Kestis in the Last Order, or last, yeah.
Yeah.
He is rumored to make an appearance in The Mandalorian this season.
Oh, I hope so.
That'd be cool.
Who's Kyle?
Very
What?
cool. The guy who plays
The
Ian in
snitch.
Shameless.
He's a
The
Jedi.
redhead gay kid.
He's also Cal Kestis in the Last Order.
The video game. Oh, okay.
So he's gonna make an appearance, rumored to make an appearance in Mandalorian,
Let's see.
which is cool. I mean, they're tying a lot of shit together.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then Rosario Dawson as why can't I remember her name? From fucking Clone Wars.
Is that? I wonder if that'll be like the first game with the same actor in the game as on the actual screen as the character.
Might be.
No, well, The Matrix is the movies where they. Well, it was. I mean, it was.
But was it their actual voices?
It was their actual
they were
voices,
doing the-
and they had. They didn't. They weren't doing 3D motion at the time.
No,
they
but
did
the
scans.
did
But
the
is he
Matrix
doing the
game come
face?
first?
No.
Exactly.
But was he doing the facial things too?
Yeah,
Star
he did
Wars?
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a big difference.
This first image is coming off of.
Is that Ahsoka? Or?
Yeah, it's Rosario Dawson.
Oh, so she is gonna be Ahsoka.
She is gonna be
Mandalorian.
in the Mandalorian. Yeah.
But is she gonna have
Is it
white
that Jedi?
lightsabers?
That Jedi chick.
It looks
Or is
like
she
it.
gonna have green lightsabers?
What color
Because-
is she? She's like red.
She's green.
Green.
Oh.
Oh, here I have a.
Which one's isn't there?
No,
a
she's
red
like
one?
orange.
Yeah.
She's
right.
orange and blue
Oh.
and white.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's the same color as Rosario Dawson, basically.
In the right light.
Yeah, basically.
It's funny that they put her that same light, red, white, or fucking red and blue light.
And so this image came off of. It's one of the Force Effects lightsabers.
Uh-huh.
There's that fucking possum again. It's back every time we do a show. Just
Where's
fuck-
Fish?
Oh, where's Fish?
She's out there in the back.
But so this is off one of the official packaging of the Force Effects lightsabers. Those like the $100 lightsabers that fucking you can slam against shit and
They have your name on them.
no, but they're like full on and like the ones when you it, like the blade is always out, but when you turn it on, it actually like animates up, so it looks like it fucking
And you can slam it into things.
like supposedly like the fucking like the blade is like industrial grade fucking like a
Gorilla Glass.
huh?
Gorilla Glass.
I don't know if it's Gorilla
Plexiglass.
Glass. I don't know what it is, but it's like industrial strength plexiglass, like military grade. Like, and like you can just it's like you could like obviously it'll
Bulletproof.
I believe so.
You can block bullets with that shit.
You go, yeah, I mean if you time it, right? Could you imagine?
And it does the sound effects every time you get a bullet.
Well, yeah, no, because it does. It, like when you impact, it makes that spark noise. It makes it. So every time you block a bullet, it's gonna make that. I want to see a video of somebody doing that, just blocking bullets with a fucking Force Effects lightsaber and then making a clashing noise every time. But so yeah, so this is the first. It's not. It's basically it's a Photoshop version of her face on the character, but this is the first official image of her as that character.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Rosario Dawson.
Yes.
This is so good.
I thought we moved on. That's cool. That's a cool like cast decision.
Right? I think she.
Yeah.
I think.
Typically, Rosario Dawson kind of annoys me.
Yeah. I remember you saying you're not a fan of her
roles. I don't know. It's just something that just rubs me the wrong way.
Because she always plays herself.
I don't know about that.
If she plays herself, then I'll be upset.
Yeah, I mean she does. Did I send
Like,
you
I
guys
could
that?
not stand her in Daredevil. I can't stand her in Daredevil.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
oh
her
yeah,
in
because
Daredevil.
she just
She's
plays
the
herself.
nurse.
I didn't like that
She's
movie.
the nurse.
She's the night nurse, yeah.
Night nurse.
Did I ever send you guys that
Wasn't
picture?
she in? I like her in Luke Cage.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's the same character.
She's the same
in
character
Daredevil.
in Daredevil, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She just gets around in that
She gets
universe. So
around.
she's like,
Is she literally the same character?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know.
she just has like something to do with all the Defenders for some reason.
She fucking nurses them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what she does.
But Luke Cage, does she bang them all?
I don't
No,
think
or
so.
just Luke
No,
Cage?
she only bangs the kids.
I'm trying to find it. It was like just a bunch of pictures. It was like actors who play themselves in every movie, but we still love them anyway.
What?
It's just a bunch of pictures of actors. And it was like actors who play themselves in every movie, but we still love them anyway.
Oh.
It's like The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Morgan Freeman. What's the fucking guy that was in the movie with The Rock? They has the British guy, Jason Statham.
You said it twice.
Did I?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
You said Jason Statham, The Rock. What's that guy with the British accent? Jason Statham. Yeah, Jason Statham.
Said his name, I forgot who the fuck it was. But yeah, and Rosario Dawson can be on that list. It's just actors who
A
play
lot
the
of
same.
actors do that.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Kind of gay.
McConaughey.
Moynihan.
McConaughey.
There you go.
Going ahead.
Mortal Kombat 11 leaks, new characters coming out. We're finally gonna see Arnold versus fucking Stallone. Rambo.
What happened to Ash?
Where's Ash?
That's the thing is right now everyone's pissed because like, so there's a bunch of stuff getting leaked and fucking.
Is it seriously Rambo for sure? Like that's been a thing.
That's the rumor. And that's the most like out of everything. So right now, Rain.
They should have did a Rocky.
Yeah, that would have been
They
dope.
probably will. They'll probably have Rocky skins.
They'll have like a Rocky skin, yeah.
Well, because they have what's his name, right?
Oh.
Dylan.
Carl Weathers? Yeah.
Dylan.
Well, that was
they have
in.
the Jax Carl Weathers.
They had that was in the last one. That was in
XL?
10, yeah.
What's it called? Mortal Kombat X.
Mortal Kombat X or XL, yeah. Yeah, the Carl Weathers skin was in that one. So I mean, they've done it. That would be cool to see something like that. I showed you the video of if you have the Carl Weathers skin with.
They'll probably just do that, like an American skin for the.
Yeah.
Just needs American.
You just,
or-
the stripes.
They could make like Johnny Cage and Ivan Drago.
Yeah. Or they could, yeah. Because they did when they did the Carl Weathers skin. If you played Johnny Cage versus Jax wearing that skin, you know how they do the interactions when they would actually walk up to each other and Johnny Cage would say, "You son of a bitch," and they would shake hands and do the fucking.
Oh, that was in the last one though. Yeah, that's what I was remembering. I thought it was in this one.
No, it wasn't the last one.
Because that was the one that had the Predator, huh? That's why.
Yeah, that would have. Yeah, that's where
why.
that skin came from. Yeah. And then this
That'd be cool if they
that
could
one had
bring
the
those back
Predator
too
and the
somehow.
Alien. Yeah, I would love if they brought those characters back.
Because they also fit in. That would be cool if they could just somehow always have like bring it the clown. Fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know, like all the famous monsters from Frankenstein, fucking
That would be cool. Like, well, I mean, they've done like
fucking werewolf, fucking, but like other ones.
they do some. I mean, for Halloween, like right now they're about to release the Halloween skins, and they always have like one like the last one, Reptile became the creature from the Black Lagoon. Raiden already has a Dracula skin. They already have. They put the monsters in there, but
I'm
they
trying
just.
to think of shit they could have.
And then the last one, I mean, it had Michael Myers, it had the alien, it had the
But
predator.
if you had them all like at once, it has like a slow burn that they put them all in a little at a time. Imagine if they're like, okay, here's fucking Michael Myers versus Jason versus Freddy versus Predator versus fucking Terminator versus, you know, versus fucking.
Do you think Mortal Kombat will ever have the balls to do as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate did?
No,
Yeah,
well,
like if they did
Every character ever.
they did. I think it was Mortal Kombat 3. They did a Mortal Kombat 3 tournament edition, and it had like every up to that point, it had every character they had in the game. But they haven't done
But they
anything
don't do.
since.
But they release that game, and then they wait till it's like at the end of it's near the end of it, or when it's burned, and they're like, okay, here's the full game.
Yeah. Well, there's like a game like you're talking about. There's actually a fighting game that has like the classic movie monsters, and it has like Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, all of them, and it's called Terror Dome, and they just released a sequel.
Terror Dome?
Well, 2 years ago they released a sequel, but it's I mean, gameplay wise,
it's probably not like Mortal Kombat
it doesn't. Yeah, and that's the thing is like they need.
or Street Fighter or any of those fighting games.
Yeah, I think gameplay wise, it's just not the. It's not the best. It looks. I mean, let me get to that.
Welcome to the Terror Dome. Has the Terror Squad in it? Is Fat Joe in it?
Yes, Fat Joe is in it. I don't know who this guy is.
It looks wacker. It looks too Japanese.
But that's Slender Man. I don't know who he's fighting. And I don't. That suitcase has. Oh, it's got teeth.
Is it the Necronomicon?
I know it looked like a never.
Yeah, it's called Reign of the Legends, and it's just it's all these like. So that's Frankenstein versus Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. It's pretty cool. This shit looks old. Is this the old one?
This is the original one, yeah.
Are they coming out with a new one, or
It came out 2 years ago, I guess. The sequel.
why aren't you showing us the most recent one?
Just because this was just happened to be the first one that popped up.
Motherfucker.
Oh no, that is the sequel. This is the sequel.
That looks old.
2 years.
2 years. It's probably very indie. Is it indie game or?
I think so. So this is Freddy versus Pumpkinhead, and then Freddy
Looks
versus
like Clay
Chucky.
Fighter. This is how I remember Clay Fighter looking like.
It looks like the
This
original
is-
Mortal Kombat
This
as well.
is what I would remember Clay Fighter looking like.
Yeah.
But
As
this-
opposed to
it
where we
didn't
looked
look
at-
at
Yeah.
Yeah.
It look anything like this. It looks much worse than this.
It looked terrible. It looked like a little kid.
And this is that was Psycho Cop versus Ghostface.
Ghostface Killer?
Yes, Ghostface Killer. And that's Ghostface versus Herbert.
Ghostface the Scream? That's cool. Yeah, see, like the.
Yeah, Michael Myers. Yeah.
And then.
Herbert West. Oh, that's Candyman. Who's Herbert? Oh, he's Oh God, what's the name of that fucking doctor? And they had fatalities and everything. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it just wasn't the
Not Mortal
best
Kombat.
game. Yeah.
It's not Mortal Kombat.
Let's take one more break real quick. I just got a couple more stories I want to keep going. Yeah,
Oh.
already 30 minutes. I'm right back.
back.
What's going on, peoples? Pistol Pete Jr. here. Just to remind you one more time to check out Ray's Energy Drinks by Rep Sports. Ray's Energy Drinks. Amazing flavors. Zero sugar, zero dyes, zero crash. None of the junk, none of the bullshit that's in these other energy drinks. They're amazing. I guarantee you're going to love them. Use coupon code TRPS for checkout. Get 15% off your order. Check out repsports.com. REPPSPORTS.com. Again, use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order and to let them know that we sent you.
And we're back.
Oh, the nun? They could have the nun and that.
Ooh, yeah. They can do that. I mean, there's tons of characters they can put into the fucking games.
The ring.
The Grudge.
Oh, that would be cool, yeah.
Grudge.
Well, the ring and the grudge are basically the
Basically
same.
the same character, yeah.
You
So
could even combine some characters, like you would probably like
Chucky?
combine like a Chucky with somebody.
Chucky was in that one. They had
Yeah.
he was all short and he was fighting
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. But you could probably combine Chucky with somebody because he's like too short.
It's fucking Chucky. That's my favorite line in Ready Player One. They have the Chucky.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's fucking Chucky.
I thought you were talking about that.
The little girl.
That bird, that Irish
Chucky.
girl. Yeah, fucking Chucky.
Fucking Chucky.
Fucking Chucky.
He bit me. Who bit you? Chucky. Fucking Chucky.
Fucking Chucky.
If you got your PS5 pre-order through GameStop, Amazon, Walmart, EB Games, or Best Buy, most of them got more pre-orders than they intended to, and now they are sending out letters saying you might get your PlayStation late, you might not get one at all.
Who's would say the ones you said again?
So it is. Where'd it go? Okay, GameStop, Amazon, Walmart, EB Games, and Best Buy.
Okay, sound good.
You're good. Kane and Dustin got theirs from Best Buy,
Yeah.
but they got them like
Early
day
on.
one. These are like later on.
You got yours from Target or
Target, yeah.
Target, yeah.
Target's classy.
Target's
Are you doing pickup or are you getting delivery?
delivery? If they give me the option later on to go pick up, I'll go pick up.
Pick up, fuck that.
If I can pick it up at any store within like 10 to 15 miles, fuck it, I'll go do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Otherwise, I'll wait.
So wait, what? So you're guaranteed to get it?
I don't know. As far as I know, they're not going to give me a letter saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
on the
you said
website,
it-
on the website when I pre-ordered, it did already say November 12th to the 17th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave like a 5-day window of
Yeah.
when it could be.
Yeah, and like I said last week, is most online places are shipping on the 12th. So
From what I remember on for the PS4, I didn't expect to get it the first day. I think I got it like 2 or 3 days after they put out the pre-orders,
Yeah.
and or maybe a whole week, and I ended up getting it the day of.
Because those were in COVID. That was BC, bro.
Still,
And you didn't tell anyone about it either.
true. I forgot about that.
I know. I think you said it last time too. And I started laughing when you talked about it because I remember that reminded me of the story. I thought it was just funny. But yeah, but these retailers, they're saying especially in the UK, but some American retailers are going to be affected as well. So they just got way too many pre-orders. That more pre-orders than they have stock, and now they're reaching out to Sony saying, "Hey, we need more PlayStations." And Sony's like, "Well, fuck, we're trying, but you guys shouldn't have sold more than we told you to sell."
Yeah.
So.
It's like one, you should have did your pre-orders when we told you to do your
Yeah,
pre-orders.
exactly.
And then two, why'd you put out so many pre-orders when you don't even got those pre-orders?
Yeah.
It's not like they're not gonna do anything about it anyway.
What do you mean?
They're just gonna people didn't pay anything. Probably it's probably the same thing. Like you paid the thing and they refunded the money right away.
Yeah. But yeah, because everything that's pre-ordered, it's like it just puts it on hold in your bank account.
Yeah, basically.
And if it doesn't go through, then it doesn't go through. It lets you use that money again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It basically freezes that $500 that you spent.
Yeah. When I got the refund, when I ordered it and then I got a call, it was like they refunded it. And I was like, what? And I was like, no. So I went and and it says down at the bottom, I was like, no, we're just to make sure the funds are available. And then I was like, okay. But I legit had like a mini panic attack. I was like, oh god. And I've legit like at least twice a week now. I just go onto the PlayStation webpage and just is it pre-order confirmed? I just check my order number.
Oh yeah, I check my email every time and I look at the package.
Yeah.
Make sure it's there.
Make sure it's there. Everything's there. Yeah.
what was I saying?
I would say once it's November, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying those retailers they're like it was, but they're not gonna have any repercussions from overselling anyway.
Oh, I know.
They're not gonna give people a discount. They're not gonna.
No, I know. They're not.
Have to refund people any money. They're
No.
not.
They're not going to face any repercussions at all. I
So
don't know.
it's
You
like-
never know because some people
there could be
a class action lawsuit or something.
I don't know about that. The only repercussion there probably is just like repeat customers, right? So it's like if
No, but there's been cases of like where
If
like
you have a bad experience with when you have a bad experience at GameStop,
you
not
don't go back to GameStop. Yeah,
You're gonna go somewhere else.
but no, there's
Yeah, but
been
they're not like Walmart's.
Or if it's like,
Walmart's
if
different.
Or if it's like if Walmart doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Like, if
Walmart
like,
gives no fuck.
Target probably like,
Target probably doesn't care that much either.
but they're classic.
no, but I'm trying to remember. I don't
But like I'm
remember
saying,
what the
if
toy
they
was.
fuck up, they're not gonna lose out on the customer's still gonna come back because
Yeah.
they have a bunch of other shit that.
Yeah,
people
where
can
else are you gonna go for this, you fucker?
Walmart. You with those savages.
Those savages, yeah. Good
Go on to
luck.
Amazon.
I'm trying. I don't remember what. I remember it was a couple years ago that there was a toy, like like how every Christmas there's that one toy that people lose their minds over and it sells out and no one can get it. And
Yeah.
I forget what
I think
toy it
Walmart
was.
and
Turbo
Target
Man?
are pretty experienced in that.
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man, yes, but there was a lot. I remember one of the
I need the Turbo Man.
one of the major chains got sued for like we said, you guys said you had this toy, we pre-ordered it or whatever it may be, and when we came to pick it up, we're like, oh, we don't have it anymore, and they got sued and like they actually had to pay out for. Like I think they settled out of court. They didn't lose the lawsuit, but they ended up paying out of court and like into a class action lawsuit where like a shit ton of people got money out of it. So it's like if you try to buy this toy from this retailer, sign up here because we're gonna fuck them over.
I guess.
Elon Musk.
And all the lawyers just get all that money. The
Yeah,
lawyer for
yeah,
it,
but
and
that's-
then everybody else gets like $5.
Yeah.
It goes your $5 out of the like 30 million we made.
Yeah.
It goes your $5 slice.
Elon Musk comments about a anonymous podcast calling him a pussy. No.
That was us.
No. He says that he won't take any coronavirus vaccines, and he called Bill Gates a knucklehead. So
Yeah, I wouldn't take any of those vaccines either.
yeah, I mean,
Would you?
no.
Why not? Why not?
Because
they just developed it in a fucking matter of months.
yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they do all vaccines. Did
No,
you know
there,
that?
there's got to
Did
be.
you know that? Did you know that?
I know for a fact that's not how they do it. I've taken part in medical experiments before.
Yeah,
Explains a lot.
And it's only lasted 6 months.
But they do testing, and it's like,
Yeah, but 6 months isn't long enough to see shit.
no. But yeah, he called Bill Gates a knucklehead. He says he ain't
Fucking
taking
funny.
shit.
Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are going to take it, though. Just to feel safe.
Yeah.
Just for the illusion of safety. Just like everything else we get in this fucking country nowadays. The illusion of safety. Here's your fucking metal detectors at the airport. Is that going to stop anybody?
No, they don't. Well, no. I can tell you from experience, the airports have a lot more security, especially
I
now.
know.
But there's.
I know, but also it's still not going to.
Yeah, no. If someone, I mean, if there's an
They
attack,
did it.
there's still going to be attacks. Yeah.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah. Well, okay. Security is a band-aid, so it's like, have you ever noticed like
it's
okay,
it's a treatment of the symptom.
you go to a bank
Or,
and like, they have a guard up front, and they're like, oh, why do you guys have a guard?
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens here. And then that guard, they don't. Oh, yeah, you know what? You guys are right. Well, nothing ever happens here. We don't need a security guard. They get rid of the security guard and they get robbed.
Yeah.
We need security. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And so then you get a security guard, and it's like, oh, well, nothing ever happens here. And then it's just it's literally a band-aid.
Yeah. Because it'll be like, I don't even have a cut anymore. Why do I have this Band-Aid on?
Mm-hmm.
Take the Band-Aid off.
I legit, I know, there was a
Yeah,
bank
but
that I
people
worked.
still get robbed even though they have security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I was working banks,
Sometimes you get cut, and you got a Band-Aid, bro.
when I was working banks, there was a branch that I went to. Like they got robbed, so they needed a security guard. They had me there for 6 months. I left. A month later, they got robbed. I was back there again for like 3 months, and they're like, "We're good." And they literally, that's the one. Remember, I talked about the stick figure bandit.
Yeah.
It was the same bank. They got hit 4 times. Yeah. 4
Yeah,
times.
because it's probably case in the joint. It's probably like,
Well, no,
when
it was 4 different fucking bank robbers.
well, still those bank robbers probably case in it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, when don't they have a security guard? Oh, they haven't had a security guard for a week.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Let's hit it. Yeah. And it's like every time the security would go away, and it was just like, I mean, I was getting,
hey, we're gonna stop serving this place. Like, but you know, Sony is apparently in talks to buy Warner Gaming.
To buy what?
Warner
Who does it? Oh,
Warner Brothers Games.
Oh, I see. Okay. So does that mean Rocksteady?
That would mean, well, not necessarily Rocksteady, but they would buy the licensing to the Rocksteady games.
Oh, okay.
So that means those could possibly become exclusive games.
Who's buying it? Xbox?
Sony.
Oh, Sony.
Sony.
I heard Xbox wanted to buy it too.
Sony needs to
Yeah.
buy Square Enix.
And Sony
Squenix?
they've made a statement about
That way they
buying-
can make a Legacy of Kain.
How come they're starting to buy these studios or whatever?
because it's
Well,
It's like an
because Microsoft just made the biggest power move in like the last decade of buying Bethesda.
yeah, it's an arms race now. Like, oh well, you're gonna buy that. You bought that tank. I'm gonna buy this missile.
But the thing is,
oh, you bought that missile. I'm gonna buy this.
but the thing is, Xbox does have some fuck you money because they're Microsoft.
Because it's Microsoft, yeah. Where Sony is,
So,
but see,
Sony does have some fuck you money, but so not to the level of Microsoft.
it's not the level of Microsoft, yeah. But Sony has the president of Sony Entertainment has talked about possibly buying franchises from Konami.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, he said Metal Gear,
And Silent Hill.
and he said that they would not buy Metal Gear unless they got Kojima,
Uh-huh.
which I agree. Like he said his exact quote here. Let me see. The exact
Yeah, so
quote
they
is
won't buy Metal Gear unless Kojima says, "I'll come back."
Metal Gear, a solid IP, isn't worth much without Kojima.
Who published? Was Sony published his last game?
Sony published his last game, yes. That's why.
So they already have him.
They already have him, yes. So that's why,
So
because
they just need.
because the rumor right now too was that Microsoft's trying to buy the IP for Metal Gear, Castlevania, and Silent Hill.
Well, we
They
were talking
buy-
about it last week,
I mean,
and it's like they have Kojima, but will he be actually willing?
Well,
to do
yeah,
it?
and see that's the other thing is like
So-
if they can talk him into doing it, then yeah, that'd be great. But if they,
I would hope that he would.
I
Yeah.
would think so.
yeah, I mean, going back
I
to
don't
it,
think he wanted to fucking just give up on that.
yeah, and I think that was the whole because that was the whole thing was like they didn't want to do what he said with his game, so that's why he left.
Yeah.
So I think if Sony bought the IP and then was like, here you go, do whatever the fuck you want, fix 5, make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just do it, and he'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, but would he drop Death Stranding in a heartbeat? You think? I think he would,
I think you would.
because Death Stranding's good, but it's not.
It's
It
not
Doesn't
Metal Gear.
need you don't need a sequel.
doesn't need another game or anything.
Yeah, you don't need a
It's pretty-
sequel. You don't need. Yeah, you don't really need a sequel at all. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I don't need a sequel. Honestly, I don't want to play another sequel. Like I got pretty tired of it at the end of the game. By the end of the game,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, I can see how,
I
basically,
like it.
even based on the gameplay
I like
I got to, it's like it's pretty tedious.
Oh,
and very-
yeah, I'm not too
It's fun,
big
but
of a
still
fan
tedious.
of the gameplay loop. I'm like, it's just it was a lot of walking around. That was
Yeah, and that can get, like I said, that can get tedious.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah,
Like,
it's an experience. It's still an
from start
experience,
to
and
finish.
it's part of. It's part. That's the thing about Kojima. Kojima games are experiences. It's like they're not all of it. Might not all of it. All of it might not be enjoyable, but it's still part of the experience of the game. There's certain things like when you have to grind through certain areas, or just like even in Metal Gear 4, that part where you have to crawl through the fucking microwaves.
Yeah, but that's different than.
No, I mean that's such a small part of the game, whereas as opposed to with Death Stranding, it's just an open world. And you're just fucking humping through everything. It's fucking nuts. And then my last bit of news: Rick Moranis got punched in the street by some random dude for no reason. And there's
Who would punch Rick Moranis?
I don't know who the fuck will punch Rick
What a
Moranis.
real
But
piece of shit.
yeah, it's like you got to be a scumbag to fucking punch Rick Moranis. So
Somebody just ran up to him and punched him?
yeah, so that's,
Maybe he said some racist shit to him around the corner.
so that was Rick Moranis. You can see it, like right.
Is he who's walking there right
That's Rick Moranis.
That's Rick Moranis
That,
walking?
no, that's the dude that
That's
punched
the
Rick
puncher?
Moranis.
it is, though.
Is it a black guy?
It looks like it.
Rick Moranis is
that-
a black man. now.
Is that J. Cole?
It looks- so like right
J.
here,
Cole just
boom,
did
right
it.
there. He just punched Rick Moranis in the face, and just kept walking.
Black lives matter, motherfucker.
Maybe did the guy know he was Rick Moranis?
I don't know.
Was he targeted, or was he?
It doesn't
or
look
is
like
this guy just a black man just punching all the white
like,
people?
knocked
he finds
out
runs-
Rick
walks
Moranis?
past?
Yeah, he didn't knock
Black
him
Lives
out,
Matter.
but he knocked him to the floor.
What a real piece of shit. Who does that?
Yeah. Well, have you seen? There's another video I've seen where it's like this big fat dude. Like he's not like he's a fat dude, but you can see he's like a fat dude that's got some strength to him. And he walks up and there's like these two like one's an old lady and one's like probably in her mid 20s, late 30s or early 30s. And they walk on either side of him and he just goes boom and just punches them both square in the chest. And then just keeps walking like he's walking all like he's like. And then like they walk on the side of him, he just goes boom. And he just keeps walking by all. And then like the one lady, the younger lady's like ow. And like she looks at the older lady, and the older lady just looks at her and she's like
dead.
She looks and she just like collapses. Like it's fucking crazy. But that's
Like-
just punching
Like
people.
Goku at the end of the Brandon saga.
And then there was I saw a video recently. This drunk dude was in a CVS or some liquor store, and there was he's in the store and like there's this one kid and he's browsing something. He's like a teenager and he's browsing something in the aisle. And the guy just walks up behind him and just like grabs his head, like tries to break his neck, like he would do in a movie.
Just
Like-
Steven Seagal, like
Yeah, he's
Steven
like he
Seagal
just
in
yeah.
freaks.
Like he just walks behind the kid, just grabs his chin and jerks it to the side. And like luckily the kid was fine. Probably hurt the shit out of his neck, but
Good.
the kid was fine. They
Probably
got
give him some whiplash.
You remember that? Or that fucking retarded kid that tried to strangle me at the party?
I don't remember
What?
Just trying to try.
that. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I told you about it. So what's that? Remember saving the...
Like he was actually retarded, or he was just
Yeah, he was like
retarded
that.
for trying to
like he was retarded.
Oh.
Like he was...
He was Downsy.
Yeah, he was Downsy. He didn't have the Downsy face, but he had the Downsy.
Like he
brain.
was mentally
Yeah.
challenged.
And I was saving the park barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
and then this family showed, or this was like an old lady, and then probably like the older sister, and she was probably like in her late 20s, and then the kid was like 13, 14,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was retarded, and he just came up to me like he knew me, smiling, like he knew me, and then he just put his hand around my neck, and just smiling with his hand around my neck, and I was just like, what the fuck?
How old were you?
I don't remember. I think I was like 17 or 16 or something like that.
That's weird.
Or it could have been 18. I don't remember what year it was.
That's how he was just hugging your neck.
Yeah, until he hugs.
He like started to dig his thumb into my
Into your veins.
Into the artery.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, and then he threw like a big old tantrum.
Because you didn't let him choke him?
No,
Did he choke you?
a little while after that, I don't know,
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't know what.
On
He
unrelated
went to
topic.
he went to the bathroom, and he was in they were watching him play and do his thing, and then he fucking went to the restroom, and he was in there for a long ass time, and they just like they were talking to each other. They didn't notice how long he was in there.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there watching the whole thing. I was like, this kid has been in there for a long time, and they finally noticed, and then they go in there. And I don't know what he was doing in there, but then that's when the tantrum started.
Okay.
They dragged him out of there, and then he was just like wrestling with. They were like wrestling with him on the grass and shit. And I was just sitting there like, do you want me to help, or am I I don't want to even get involved.
I remember
watching this old lady and this this meek fucking,
we had
25-year-old who's probably never done anything athletic in her life.
Yeah.
They have to
Our growing up, our neighbor was, at the house when I was. Well, they lived.
You touchy bunghole?
No, we lived there. They lived there till I was probably about 12. And but the kid, their oldest son. No,
Was it the dealer that you saw was trying to suck his own dick?
no.
I forgot about that. That was great.
No,
It was a great soda. Great soda. We did that on the podcast.
Oh god, I forgot
Did we
about
talk
that.
about that on the podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
got,
did that.
that was with Leo.
That was fucking
We did
funny
weed
as
surf.
fuck.
But no, he had Down syndrome. He was in
I
his
can't
20s.
believe that's a real story.
Yeah, no. I loaned him my pants.
Sounds like a fake story.
But he was like in his 20s and he had Down syndrome, and he would just run out of the house naked.
and like they'd have to literally they'd have to chase them down.
Like Eric Cartman trying to get a shot.
Yeah. But,
On that note,
I got nothing else. You guys got anything else? Let's go and wrap it
Are we
up.
done dropping hard R's?
Yes. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealPressStart, on Twitter at RealPressStart, on Instagram at TheRealPressStart. Like us, rate us, review us anywhere you get your podcast, at Spotify, Spreaker, SoundCloud, everywhere that they have podcasts. You can get our show. Don't forget to check out Rep Sports, REPPSPORTS.com. Use coupon code TRPS for 15% off your order. And that's it. Game over. No more questions.